Okay, here we have a chart, daily chart of ALXN, ALXN. This is something I got into a week or so ago. Wanted to show the setup and the execution, what we were looking for. Saw this right here. We had a nice inside day inside of this candle here, and you got a nice 50-day moving average there. Wanted to see if there was anything else that would lend to believe that this could be a good support level. And if we run the Fibonacci extensions from this low to high, we can see that that's the exact lows and that this little rally had ended at the 50% retracement area. So that looked promising. On top of that, we also can look at symmetry. You can see that this move from high to low was $9.58, and that this move from high to low is $9.40. So stock had moved that amount before and found support and ran up. So that looked great. What we were looking to do then is to watch it on this day to see if it would break above 102.40, which was the high of this inside setup. So we'll go ahead and get a 5-minute chart. And see, let's get this set right. Here's our 102.40, and here we are. Get rid of this stuff. The high to low, you can see this day we were completely inside that, and here we are the next day. We opened and went lower, which was no big deal. It didn't violate this low. What I did like about it was slightly below this low, which sometimes is an attempt to kind of shake people out if they were going to enter a day early or whatever. But we saw a quick run up through the 102.40 area and would have created a lot more risk if I would use the low of the day to define my risk. 102.40 to 101.30 would be $1.30, and I was trying to get a little better entry than that. Now there's two methods. I could just buy a pullback and take my chances that this would hold, or wait for a pullback, see a bounce, and then buy it on the way up. Now, watching this one take place, it pulled back and bounced, but for me, it didn't bounce at my VWAP that I like to see some activity there. When it came down to the VWAP, it just kind of stuttered a little bit and then whooshed down to the lows of the day. So I decided at that point I would have to see it regain the VWAP and give me a setup there. And basically that's what it did here. You can see this candle was a rally, peak, pull back right into this VWAP area, and I decided I would go long on a breakout of that candle. 101.94, 101.10, so 84 cents plus a few pennies, much better than $1.30. So you can purchase more shares. Okay, now I've switched to a 30-minute chart just to show some of the stuff I was looking at. Basically, I got in on this day in this area here at 102, and it was a pretty strong day. Busted through the 5, the 10, came up to the 20, paused a little bit, and coming into the close, I decided I would lighten my load a little bit and sold a little there. So we took some profits and we'd see what the next day would bring. It also, taking a little off there, makes me feel a little better that I won't have a losing trade. And also can see on this 30-minute chart how the projection was run for targets for the following day. So basically with this high to low swing, if this is a new uptrend and it's going to get rocking, we're going to be looking for 106.96 and 108.70 as possible targets. And you see the next day we busted out above this high, made a new high. Didn't slow down at all when we hit the highs from 8.15 there at 105.59, and there we are. So we make our target on the 1272 extension, take a little more off the table there, and wait to see what happens. continues to hold. This white line is the 1-day moving average. We like to see it hold that. Basically on this day here, this low was, I believe, a penny higher than this low. So you're at 105.81 and this low is 105.82. So it's still held there. We're showing new highs and we're hoping for 108.70. And I think I had an order in for 108.55 or 108.45, somewhere in there. Our high was actually 108.31, so didn't get that to trigger. Got our stops now here, still looking for that as a target. And if that target's met, we'll hold on to a little more to see if we get the super trade, which would be a target of a 1272 from there, which would be 112.44. So that's the setup, that's the trade. We'll see where it ends up. Thanks.